It's that time again. Competition. Hey, YT, it's me, CTV, Chris, the Vigilante. First of all, before I get in this video, please let me apologize right now for the lighting. I still haven't set up my dashboard camera thingamajigger yet, whatever it's called, but you get what I'm saying. So, also before I get this video, please make sure you hit the notification button, make sure you like, subscribe, reshare this video. I try, big emphasis on try to upload at least 2 videos per week. So now that we got the preliminaries out the way, let me just make an announcement that I am getting ready to take part in my 3rd powerlifting meet on June the 23rd in Lancaster, South Carolina. So if you know me personally, if you local, I know Lancaster is probably about a 40-minute drive from Columbia. If you can make that trip, I'd appreciate it. If you can't, it's all good. I may go live on Facebook and Instagram for the powerlifting meet, but I mean, that's just, if you know me personally, I can't stand live videos, like just whatever. Anyway, so what I've done is I've taken a new approach to my powerlifting program. What I've been trying to do is just I did the same program for the first 2 powerlifting meets. I pretty much did the same program, and it worked. It worked to a T. But my original 2 coaches, they pretty much did that program for me, and they did it just to see if I would follow it, because they knew initially that I really wasn't into powerlifting like that. I just like lifting heavy for no reason, and I mean, there's really no point in that. Like, if you ain't competing, you might as well, just work out. Like, why are you training? Like, it's a big difference between training and working out. If you're training, like you in competition for something, like you play a sport, you compete in bodybuilding, you compete in powerlifting, like you training, like it's a purpose. It's a method behind your madness. But if you just work out, you're just doing it just to try to increase your years on this planet the best way you can. If you're just working out, you're just kind of going through the motions. But I hate to ramble on, but I was seeking advice from them once again, and I was like, they was like, we tell you what, instead of us doing another program for you, it would make more sense for you to program for yourself and then let us critique it and let us change some of the things that we need to change. So they've been kind of busy doing their own thing, because with the gym moving this year to a bigger space, and with them just having to be at all these different engagements and doing other things, like I felt, now they may not feel this way, but I felt like they just didn't have time to sit down and do me another program. They helped critique it, and then they redirected me to the general manager of Spud Inc., which he competes still to this day in powerlifting. So I'm seeking his help right now, and he has me doing a lot of different things that I have never done. And I'll admit, my first squat and deadlift day has been horrible, and I mean that in a good way. My quads are on fire. My hips are burning. It felt like somebody lit a match to them. And that's because a few of these moves that I'm about to show you, I've never done. Safety bar squats. Okay, you would think a bar like what you see here would be a little bit easier because you don't have all the pressure on your spine, but that just wasn't the case. Like, if you look closely, I'm not sure how to if you look closely, you can see that it's only 4 plates, and if you know me, you know I can squat 4 plates easily. So the 4 plates was a little rough today. Like, we talking only like 5 reps, and like we talking 5 reps of hell. So I'm not sure how much the safety bar squat weighs, but it's a whole lot heavier than the standard bar. So safety bar squats, it was just 2 to 3 sets, and it was I believe it was 5 reps, not including the warm up, and that in itself was rough. And then after that, we did I did some pit shark squats, so what they refer to as belt squats. That was a little difficult because my quads were already on fire. Oh, and that safety bar squat hit my abs too, by the way. And so does this pit shark. So we just trying to concentrate. What I should have been doing was holding on to the bars in front of me instead of squatting the way I was squatting, because it kept me from leaning over. And the goal is really just to try to get as deep as I can, even if I am holding on. Also, we did some speed deadlifts. His main focus, Dale's main focus, was just to make sure I got the weight off the floor as fast as I could. Like, we wasn't going for heavy sets and reps, but it was more speed. So 365 all for speed. Just trying to get off the floor just as fast as I can. I screwed up the first set because I was so burnt from the first 2 exercises. My quads was on fire and I hadn't had enough to eat. What I ended up doing was reading the paper wrong. So instead of doing 6 to 8 sets, I did 6 to 8 reps per set. So I was pretty toasted. So yeah, and we did this weird exercise where I was spreading my knees apart with a band, and at first it felt so, I don't know, it felt so provocative. I felt like I was not supposed to be doing these until I felt it in my hips. But all jokes aside, the whole goal was to help me keep my knees out on my squats, on my standard back squats. So that was the whole goal for that. Then I finished with some ab circles on the Swiss ball. Now, I'm fond of core work, but core work like that on Swiss balls and stuff like that was brand new to me. So it's pretty much safe to say that I'm sore. I'm tired. I hadn't had enough to eat. I didn't sleep too well last night, but we're gonna fix that on this prep. Now, let me say this. If you're looking forward to me giving you videos each week, each routine each week, I'm not gonna be able to do that, because what it does is I train by myself, so it's kind of hard to set up tripods and get people to record. And when I record, I don't know if you know, but I record all my videos off my phone. So with that being said, I listen to music on my phone too. So it cuts off the music, it kind of gets me out of my zone. So I'm not going to be able to record each training session, but I will try to give you as many as I can. Okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.